lie, or truth? In the previous episode, we saw how the gang placed a bet upon Isabel, the horse, based on the data they retrieved from the server room. Let's find out what happens next in the race. Richard, Nicholas, Alia, and Ava reach the stadium and get excited to see Isabel. They had bet a good amount on Isabel, the horse, and wouldn't afford to lose it. To their surprise, there were a total of 7 horses present on the racing track, while according to the data they saw, it should be a total of 5 horses. They were all so confused and terrified. What if they lose now? What if the new horses are better than Isabel? Fortunately, Richard had his laptop with him and he immediately checked the data he hacked earlier. They all were shocked to see the data and realized that the data was not uploaded the day they had broken down in the server room. And after they had almost forgotten to check in the midst of preparing for the race. The updated table was total number of races is equal to 120. The names of the participating horses are Jimmy, Randolph, Isabel, Juliet, Tori, Trigger, and Oakley. The number of races won by Jimmy are 20. So the probability of winning for Jimmy would be 20 upon 120, which is equal to 1 by 6. The same goes for Randolph. The number of races won by Randolph are 15. The probability of winning would be 15 upon 120, which is equal to 1 by 8 in the case of Randolph. Richard quickly starts recalculating the probability of Isabel winning based on the updated data. Let's find out which concept of probability would help him here and how. Due to the addition of Trigger and Oakley to the race, the total number of outcomes changes as the sample space changes from 100 to 120. This also changes the original probability of Isabel winning. The probability of Isabel winning is equal to favorable outcomes upon total outcomes, which is equal to 35 upon 20. So what is the probability of Isabel not winning? The two events, Isabel winning and Isabel not winning, are complementary. For any event, E1, Isabel winning, there exists another event, E1-, Isabel losing, which represents the remaining elements of the sample space S. E1 and E1- are exhaustive events since together they consume the entire sample space. Since the sum of probabilities of all possible outcomes is 1, and E1 and E1- are exhaustive events. Probability of E1 plus probability of E1- is equal to 1. Therefore, probability of E1- is equal to 1 minus probability of E1, which is equal to probability of Isabel not winning equals to 1 minus 35 upon 120, which is equal to 85 upon 120. Richard also observes the following. Tori and Oakley have equal probabilities of winning, hence they are equally likely events. The chances of none of these horses winning are 0, hence it is an impossible event. Richard then calculates the probability of Oakley or Trigger winning. Let events E2 and E3 be defined as Oakley and Trigger winning respectively. Events E2 and E3 are associated with or, and the probability of either one happening is the sum of both their probabilities represented with the union symbol. probability of E2 union E3 is equal to the probability of E2 plus the probability of E3, which is equal to 5 upon 120 plus 15 upon 120, which is equal to 20 upon 120. Since the probability of the new horse's winning is still less than that of Isabel winning, the original bet is still the right choice. They all felt quite relieved seeing the calculation, according to which Isabel was still the best horse for this race. Isabel was doing well, but suddenly after 10 minutes, the race got interrupted by a sudden announcement, which mentioned that the authorities had come to know about the breakdown in the server room, and because of which the race was postponed. It has come to our notice that there is some gambling going on in the race, and also there was a breakdown in the server room last night. The announcement made all four of them terrified. Richard immediately logs out of the data sheet of the horses and shuts down his laptop. They anyhow managed to leave without being suspected. It was surprising how the security agents suddenly clued up about the breakdown. On their way back, they discussed who must have revealed all this. Who you think might have revealed the breakdown? Or it was the security team themselves about it? Let us know in the comments section down below what you think about this and what makes you think that way. Keep guessing, guys. Who knows, you get it right. So stay tuned to find out answers to all the questions, and we'll meet you in the next episode.